really like that.
Oh man, no, this is a great song. It's a great album. Like
I'm gonna guess late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay, so the album he self-financed it, and it was this is actually his fourth album.
Okay.
And he self-financed it, and he recorded the whole thing in his London flat, and he released it under his own label in '98.
Okay.
The album didn't chart. It failed to chart, and then Dave Matthews got a hold of it, and signed him, re-released it under his label in 2000. And then it eventually climbed. I think it debuted at number. I got it here. Yeah, it debuted at in number 69. How did I forget? Debuted number 69 in the UK, and over a year later, it spent climbing the charts. Over a year later, it went to number 1.
Wow.
And it's one of the.
That is a sleeper hit.
Yeah. This album was like the soundtrack of my university days in London. You know, so when I cannot listen to this album without just being magically transported back to that time, because this was the era of the Discman.
Oh yes.
You know, and so it's like this shit was literally ringing in my ears. You know, like so I just, you know, I smell the London air. I can smell the London tube. That smell just before the train comes in.
I mean, just in that video, just the shot of him in the alleyway, I'm like, that's London.
That's London.
Like,
you know,
even just from that shot, like, oh, I can smell the piss right now.
And the like the huge sort of like the biggest hit from this album, Babylon, as well. Like, you know, the way you hear that song, and if you've lived in London for any length of time, there's something about that song that just screams London. I mean, of course, London's mentioned in the lyrics, but there's just something about it, and it's just a crazy fucking album. There's so many amazing songs on it. I mean, if you like this song, I highly recommend you check out this album. And if you don't know David Gray, I would highly recommend you check out this album first. Aside from Babylon, Night Blindness is a great song. Sail Away is a great song. This Year's Love, the album that he did after this, like New Day at Midnight, it's got a really good album. Another great album, Draw the Line. Like all of his stuff is really good. But as he's gone on, he's become, you know, a bit more niche.
Okay.
Like this is hands down like his most accessible album.
Okay.
But I love all of his stuff. But there's something about this album that was really like lightning in a bottle. Like even as a fan and someone who loves his other stuff, even I have to admit there was like everything was just working. You know, like all the stars were aligned for this album. It's you know, it's like it's one of those things where, you know, you're scared to say perfect album, but like to me this is as close as you get to a perfect album. And you know, even Ian, Ian has a lot of stories about this, because you know, because this guy is you know, the album was a huge hit in Ireland, and so Ian used to follow his friends like to watch him perform in like coffee shops and shit, or like bars.
Nice.
Yeah.
I definitely want to check out that album actually, because
yeah, I highly recommend it.
Like just even the way the instrumentation and everything, like I could tell what kind of era it's from. But it's a sound from that era as well, which I kind of like. And
yeah, but also at the same time there's a timelessness to it as well. Yeah
because like in essence, like he could take out the drum machines and everything and just play that on guitar. It'll still work as a song totally.
Yeah, it's one of the cool things, you know, like when you want to like share music with someone, it's like, dude, you should listen to this. It's like how you always kind of like watch them listen to it.
Oh yeah.
You know, do you ever do that?
Sometimes.
Yeah. So I was like watching you, I was watching you listen to that. I mean, and also react to the visuals and everything. It's cool. It's like
no, because also like actually I really love the video.
Yeah.
I really love, because that also like that kind of footage, like to me, even though like this song has no emotional resonance to me, like that combination of that sound, that type of music, and that video in that area,
and the way it's shot and everything
conjures up so much, because like to me it's like that's mini DV right there.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, that's like someone who has no money just being clever. Yeah.
And you know, like there were a lot of videos around this time when independent artists like fuck it, I've got this little video camera, let's just fucking go out and shoot something.
Yeah.
You know, it reaches the bare minimum of broadcast standards.
Yeah.
So we can get it on TV.
Yeah.
You know? But it's literally just that. It's like, let's go around, let's take these fucking wooden, decrepit wooden blue, like, pieces, we'll slow-mo that shit, play the drums in the fucking skate park. There we go.
and you're just really just relying on your central character's face, his expression, like his eyes, his voice, and just like his, you know, the emotionality of the whole thing.
And the dude just looks fucking London.
Yeah. like he's English.
Yes.
Like, you know, he's...
You cannot hide that.
Yeah.
It's not like Gavin Rossdale where you're like, oh, you're English? You're too pretty. You know?
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks for that one. I'm definitely going to check out this album.
No, you should.
Shit. Okay. Cool. So...
What you got?
A complete departure from that.
Well, surprise.
Yeah. But it's also something like, you know, viewers, some of you may not be into this music because I haven't really touched on my heavy side that much on this yet.
Okay, we're going heavy.
I've touched here and there, but yeah, this one I was like, you know, I'm just going to go unabashedly heavy.
I think you should.
Yep.
I'm glad you are.
Corn. Shoots and ladders.
Yes.